Iron Bison. Finally, you and me, one-on-one. Stage 1. Singles match. You see, Iron Bison, I've known you ever since you've basically broken in and gotten famous around here in the arts or anywhere for that matter, because I'm the one who brought you in. I'm the one who brought you around here. And you see, I turned my back on you and many more back in the day. Because I don't have to back up so far, do I? Or do I need to tell you every real detail? Because now you don't even know why you're coming after me. All you know is the Hammer is the biggest man here in the arts of wrestling. The Hammer is the best thing that's ever been here since sliced bread itself. You see, Iron Bison, I made you. And I can break you. Ace of Spades. I break you. I end you, Iron Bison. You can run all you want, talk about being some kind of Viking, but when reality check kicks in and you realize that you are not who you wish or think you were, when you realize and you look at the animated version of you and you see yourself coming out like some cyborg Terminator wannabe, and you realize that you are human, you do bleed, you are just a man. You see, I am a man. I'm a big man. I'm a heavy man. I'm a tank. I'm a machine. I'm the monster here of the arts of wrestling. And you were going to find out firsthand this time. How come I'm bigger than you, better than you? How come the 4-1 of the Hammer? Because I'm elite. Iron Bison, you can say riddle me this and riddle me that. You can talk whatever talk you want to talk about. But the truth is, it's all talking out your damn ass. You're full of shit. You're starting to stink up the joint. And we're all sick and tired of hearing everybody talking about how they're going to take down the Hammer and take down the 4. But the truth of the matter is, nobody ever does. The 4's holding the tag team champions. They're the best tag team champions that's ever walked in this door. Yes, they are the first, but they are the very best tag team that this company's ever seen. And it comes down to me again. You see why they picked the Hammer? Because I'm bigger than you. And I'm damn better than you, Iron Bison. So you can run, you little cocksucker, all you want. You can run your mouth. You can act like you're some guy who's going to break the Hammer in two. But the only thing that's going to happen to you, Iron Bison, is I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to leave you beaten in the middle of the ring. I'm going to make you bleed in the middle of the ring. I'm going to make you wish to God you didn't even see me after stage 1. You're going to wonder if you can even make it to stage 2. But you will make it to stage 2 because I will drag your small little carcass, you British bastard. I will bring you all the way over here in the middle of the ring, and I'll beat on you some more, and I will do whatever it takes. Because I am the Hammer. I get the job done. I am the 4. I am the greatest thing here in the arts of wrestling, and sooner rather than later, you will see my face everywhere. You will see my face on t-shirts. You will see my face on billboards. You will see the Hammer everywhere. Iron Bison, your kids are going to buy the action figure of the Hammer. And they're not going to buy the action figure of the Hammer because I'm in the 4. They're not going to buy the action figure because I'm bad. They're going to buy the action figure because Tony the Hammer Morrison just beat Daddy. Tony the Hammer Morrison just ended the Iron Bison's reign of supreme here in the arts of wrestling. Hammer bombs are coming. Clotheslines are coming. And believe it or not, Iron Bison, you are not indestructible. You are not invincible. You are just flesh, blood, and bone. And you will bleed, Iron Bison. You will bleed. The Hammer is coming down, and I'm going to leave you beaten, battered, and I'm going to break each one of your damn bones. Ah!
Art of Wrestling. Once again, the Iron Bison and Tony the Hammer Morrison, and these names have been synonymous with each other for quite some time. You see, Hammer and I have gone on a war charge throughout this entire industry. League after league, fed after fed. We have spilled our blood across continents, from one side of the world to the other, from Japan to Australia to the UK and America. We've done it in his own country of Canada. We have done it in Iceland. We have been everywhere there is to go. Our blood has been spilled in the soil of every single country on this earth. And every single time we do this, every single time, the outcome is never clear. One of us might get an advantage over the other. Sometimes I look like I came out on top, sometimes he does. But the answer always remains, and it's debated and divided the people of arts of wrestling. All the fans in the crowd will be screaming Hammer, the other will be screaming Bison. They'll be screaming Fight Forever, and they'll debate with each other who is the better wrestler, who is the better fighter, who is the better man. Well, Arts of Wrestling is going to provide us with the ground zero to finally put the nail in this coffin, to finally add some closure to this rivalry. Now, Tony Hammer Morrison is a man I respect tremendously. You was the man I fought on my debut. And it was a great opportunity for me back then. You see, I was an amateur, I was a pup, I was green. I was still learning the ropes, and I was put in there with a legend of this industry. I was put in that ring with the man, Tony the Hammer Morrison. He will batter and destroy everyone in his way. So you was a legend, you was a god to these people. And all I had in my disposal was these fists. And I came at you with everything that I had, and you took it, and you took it, and you took it, and the end of that night we was both laid up in the hospital for weeks. But see, since then I have evolved, I have grown. You peaked many, many years ago. I have ascended far beyond your level. The truth is this, you're half the man now that you was back then, and I'm tenfold the man that I was. And since you will not pass that torch willingly, I have no choice but to rip that torch from your cold dead hands. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is a 2 out of 3 falls, 3 stages of hell match to finally determine who is the man. Who is the best titan? Who is the true beast? Who is the real monster here in Arts of Wrestling? And the first stage is a normal wrestling match, 20 by 20 squared circle wrestling match under the confinement of the Arts of Wrestling's regulations. We have a ref, we have a bell keeper, we have disqualifications, and yes, holds all board. This is your game, but I am gonna make a statement. I am gonna out-wrestle ya. This is gonna be William Regal versus Bill Goldberg all over again. I am gonna put on a performance tonight. This is a tutorial, a lesson, a wrestling school for everyone in the crowd to see. See, Tony Hammer Morrison, you are big, but you are slow. I am strong and I am fast. I'm gonna invite your attack. I'm going to be mocking you, because truth is this, I have no respect for your wrestling ability, son. You rely on your giant titanic size to overwhelm your opposition. But as you come forward, I'm going to bob and weave every strike you give, and I'm going to knock you on your fat arse. And you're going to lay there on your back like a turtle, unable to move. But do not worry, the Iron Bison will invite you back to your feet. In fact, I'll encourage it. And every time you come and grab hold of the Iron Bison, I'll hit you with a judo throw. I'll invite you back up again. You try grab the Iron Bison again, I'll come round to your back and I'll suplex you from one side of that ring to the other. And I'll continue to do so while the crowd scream my name until I grow bored and tired of it. I'm going to tie you in knots tonight, son. I'm going to make you look like an amateur fresh to the game. That is what is going to happen. Mark my words. This is an easy fight for me. The Iron Bison will land the Chaos-born impact in the centre of that ring with such titanic velocity, your whole world will go dark and you'll forget your name. And the next thing you'll remember is a crowd screaming, Bison, Bison, as I gain the 1, 2, 3 and gain the first victory in the 3 stages of hell. Now what's going to happen in the next stage is what I like to call the Iron Suffering. What happens in stage 3? Well, if by some divine intervention you make it that far, we will see. Beaten, battered, broken.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring
You see Lee Jones, aka Iron Bison? When I come in there and I lock you in an ankle lock, I'm gonna just squeeze it, and you can't fight your way to a paper bag if your life depended on it. Oh, when I put you in the Boston Crab, you're gonna squeal like the Queen herself, and you're gonna sound like the biggest British bitch I've ever seen in my life. But don't worry, Iron Bison, I still got more under my arsenal. Because if I put you in the hammer lock, it's kind of like a modified cripple crossface. And in a modified cripple crossface, when I bend you back, you're going to tap, or you're going to snap. You see, Iron Bison, the bottom line is here. Coming in this match isn't like taking candy from a baby. Actually, it's probably easier. You want to take me out? Well, I'm going to show you real quick, son. You can't beat the hammer. You won't beat the hammer. I'm the best thing since sliced bread, and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. I am Tony the Hammer Morrison, and I will always be better than Iron Bison. And you can bring that anywhere you want. But make sure you tell your wife at home that the hammer made you squeal louder than she does.
Tony the Hammer Morrison, welcome to round 2. Welcome to the second stage of hell as we descend closer to my domain, the place I call home. Welcome to the Iron Suffering. You see, here in the Iron Suffering, it's all about making the other man tap out, right? It's a submission match. Who has harnessed the skill and the artistry of submission to force the other man to quit, to force him to tap on that mat and call the ref to end the suffering? Who has harnessed the ability to force so much pain, so much anguish, so much physical torment on his opposition, the other man just wants to retreat, leaves his ego aside, dissolves his pride and quits? Well, Tony the Hammer Morrison, before I became a pro wrestler, before I even entered this industry, I was a bare knuckle vale-tudo fighter. And my biggest game, right, the biggest strength in my arsenal was my ability to submit people. I am a submission specialist. You don't see it much in the arts of wrestling ring because I enjoy violence so much that the technical prowess involved in a submission doesn't really appeal to me. But believe you me, son, the knowledge is there. I could take you down tonight, right? Pass your mount, get inside control, establish a top mount position and get you in an armbar. I could do that. I could catch your leg in midair and roll into a rolling knee bar. Roll that into an Achilles heel and break your knee and ankle. I could do that. As you go to strike me, I could slip that punch, lock in an arm triangle, drop to my back and begin to force you to lose consciousness as I crush your windpipe. I could do that. I could German suplex you, right? Take your back upon impact. Lock in a rear naked choke. And your whole world would go black. I could do that. I could put your chest against the turnbuckle and hit you with a standing Kimura and rip your shoulder off and force your arm right up your back. I could do that. But I'm not. See, I could hit you with the Iron Forge, the most devastating submission in this entire industry, and I could break your spine in half. And you would never walk on this earth again. You would be screaming for whatever God it is that you pray to save you from this pain. You would be screaming, I quit, screaming, I quit, I tap, pleading, begging for the referee to end the suffering. But I'm not going to do that. That's too easy. As I said, I'm here to humiliate. I'm here to degrade. I'm here to rip that torch from your cold dead hands. I'm here to show you do not deserve to bask in the greatness that is the Iron Bison. You are not fit to carry my bags, polish my boots. So I'm not going to do any of those things. I'm going to rely on the old school way of making a man quit, the way I admire the most. I'm just gonna use these, and this. And I'm gonna cause blunt force trauma to such titanic anguish and agony, I'm gonna force you to quit. I'm gonna beat the submission out of you. I'm gonna hold your head in the bottom of that turnbuckle and collide my skull with yours again and again and again. And when you're swallowing your teeth, you'll realise your only way out, as your mind begins to scramble a way to get out of this mess, is to scream, I quit. I'm going to hold your bloody face in one hand and smash my hand into your head again and again and again. I'm going to blow up your face, son. I'm going to beat you until you forget your name. And when you're standing there concussed, without an idea who you could possibly be, and your jaw is broke and your nose is flat and your ears are almost ripped off, and I have the ropes, I'm guillotining you with them, creating a Chelsea smile as you're biting on the rope, and I'm pulling it across your skull. You'll look at the ref and go, I quit, and you'll quit then and there. I can make you quit 1,000,000 different ways, 1,000 of them. I could sit here all night and think up new creative ways to cause you pain, and I'm taking great delight in this objective, let me tell ya. It's a lot of fun. But the eye and suffering is real, and tonight you experience it firsthand, son.
375 pounds. Tony the Hammer Morrison.
Beaten, battered, broken. You know what, Iron Bison? I have dreamt of one day being able to put you in a match that is last man standing, where I can beat you down any way I want. So I come here, talk about your little family, and talk about how they may come here and kiss your ass and think you're some kind of machine. Or I could be like the four coming and telling you how it is and how you are nothing more than a wannabe hammer, a wannabe in the starlight. But the bottom line is, you're nothing more. Nothing more than a flash in the pan. And I'm going to teach you why you're a flash in the pan, because you see, I am stronger than you are. Always have been. But you see, Iron Bison, let's get real for just a minute. Let's just get a little real. You see, Iron Bison, this is like a street fight. This is like a street fight where I get to come in there and I get to just take punches in bunches. And I'm just going to go at you over and over. That nose of yours is going to come swinging aside, and I'm going to keep on doing so. And when you're lying on the mat and the referee's going to go 1, I'm going to make sure to stick it to you one more time. Because I'm sick and tired of people like you coming here to knock people like me off the mountain. I am the king of kings in this area, and you are nothing more. You are nothing more than an X-Pac to DX. Nobody cares about you. You're just as much as an X-Pac to the New World Order. You're in it, you're there, your picture is taken, but at the end of the day, nobody cares if you show up anymore. You're the little man. That's what you've been here in the arts of wrestling. You're the guy to be in the big match with the hammer, but everybody's expecting you to get your ass whooped. Everybody knows you're going to do that, and when you get your ass whooped, you run home. You just run. Nobody knows where you are. Where's Iron Bison go? What happened? You know what you do? You cry over spilled milk. You whine, you moan, you groan. So when it comes down to it, Iron Bison, and I come in there, and I'm beating on you, and I'm ready to eat you alive like a little bitch. Then I come at you, hit you with the first punch, and I'm going to knock you hard.
Bison, you've gotten a little lower. What happened to you, son? You look like you're fading away a little bit. Are you okay? Are you okay? I didn't mean to hit you that hard, but I'm going to do it again and again, because you see, this is the position that I'm used to seeing you, Bison. This is the position that I'm used to having you in, when you's looking up to me, Tony the Hammer Morrison, your mentor, the man who's made your ass. You see, now the ref is going to come over and he's going to give you the 10 count. He's going to be ready to count to 1, 2, but every time he counts to 3, 4, I'm going to give you some more, and give you some more. Iron Bison, this is what I suggest you do. Stay down, do not move, and remember one thing. I brought you here, and I could take your sorry ass out. I am the elite of the arts of wrestling. I will be your champion here, whether I have a title or not. And you, my friend, will just be the wannabe who wishes he can be half the man the hammer was. Damn it, son. You couldn't even hold up my jockstrap. So do us all a favor. Iron Bison, Iron Piston, you piece of sheet metal. I want you to stay down and don't come around anymore, because this man is too good for you, too strong for you, and the hammer is coming down, whether you like it or not. You're about to get beaten
See, first you fought the man, didn't you? We had a little wrestling match. Then you faced a tyrant. In the iron suffering. Now you've descended into the deepest depths of hell, a place I call my home. For the Iron Vanquish, this is it. We're gonna finally settle this by some divine intervention. You managed to survive. You managed to survive 2 stages of hell against the Iron Bison. Well, now you're gonna see what true violence looks like. That's it, there's no more rules. Disqualifications are out. The referee's only job is to count to 10 when you lie there, decapitated, bloodied, beaten, and conquered for the final time. This is it, son. I'm gonna throw you into the mass of my people and watch them devour you. They're gonna pull you limb from bloodied limb as I watch, stare, and laugh at your demise. Then I'm gonna drag you into the back, and that's where the true fun is gonna begin. I'm gonna break your kneecaps and drag you into every single room I can find. Take you into the toilet and smash your head into the urinal. Drag you into David's office itself and stand there with your face like this, staring at him as he looked at the mess which he created, as he put you in this position. You should never have been in this ring with me. And by descending into the final stage, you've put me into a position where I need to make a statement now more than ever. I now need to make an example. Because you dared to resist. You dared to get a single fall on the Iron Bison. Well, I'm going to make sure that never happens again. By nook or by crook, I will go to the deepest parts of my mind. And I will unleash unbounded, chaotic destruction upon your soul. I swear, by whatever god it is that may listen, I am going to put you through hell. Do you understand me? By the time tonight is finished, you're going to have no idea how it ended. I'm going to drag you into that car park and hit you with a Bison bomb onto a car bonnet and send you straight through the window. Plummet into the car itself. I'm going to get ladders, chairs, stairs, and create a twisted metal artwork of your organic matter. I'm going to hit you with chaos-born impacts. I'm going to hit you with Bison bombs. I'm going to smash you with the iron lariat again and again and again. Over and over. And when you lie there on your back and the referee counts 1, 2, and he gets all the way to 9 and you show no signs of life, no signs of moving, the match is already won. Everyone in the crowd, everyone watching at home will be screaming for you to stay down, and you will listen because you will be gone. Even if you wanted to, you cannot fight back the darkness plaguing your mind as your world goes dark. But as the referee gets closer to 10, I'm going to pick you up, drag you back to life, and hit you again with the iron lariat. And I'm going to pick you up again, take you all the way across to the booking aisle and send you crashing through the mirror, crashing through the glass, right to the other side. Now I'm going to drag you back all the way to the ring. And like Kurt Angle did to Shane McMahon, send you crashing through the other side, spilling all over the ramp. And I'm going to finish this in the ring. I'm going to take you right down to the ring, lay you dead center. I'm going to pull up 2 chairs facing each other, and I'm going to pick you up on my shoulders and hit you with a chaos-born impact head first into both chairs. And then I'm going to bring out a rope I brought just for you, and I'm going to tie it to each arm, trapping you like in a crucifix in the centre of that ring, making a statement. I'm going to tie your heels together. You're going to be laid out in the middle of that ring like a biblical sign of my greatness. As a reminder, as a gesture, as a statement to anyone watching, what happens when you test the Iron Bison. And that referee will count, but there's no point, even if you was conscious, which you will not be, you wouldn't be able to move as you lay there bounded, tight. As a ceremonial sacrifice, I'll leave your martyr tonight. Tonight, the torch is passed. And son, you retire. Ugh.